And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Let's go.
On first down, they go option to the right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, Mueller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. 53 is Mike. Let's go.
To throw again. Mueller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Robinson now to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Check pass. Check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Throwing again. Mueller. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After one, it's 9-0. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11.
On the ready. Watch it, we ain't giving them nothing today. Switch.
Robinson, off play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta.
To throw is Robinson, operating from the gun. And now another one thrown incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down. Muller. Roberts has it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson throwing to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Go.
Now Robinson to throw again. Pass incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 2. Let's go. 5.
Operating from the gun, Robinson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie. 3 down.
2nd and 4. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. 55, down to lose 1. Get it.
On first down, Robinson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 58 for Mike, 58. X3, 218, chopper.
Robinson now. Throwing again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Robinson. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Number 53, Mike 53. Group right, look at me. Sure. Check. Let's go.
They'll go option to the short side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Down. 70. Indy. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, wahoo. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. He's tired of me.
On 1st and 10, Mueller. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got you. Hey, Foxtrot. Say go.
Looking to throw. Mueller. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53's the mic. 53. Check. Hit it.
Back to throw. Mueller. Under pressure, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Hey, exit.
Robinson from the gun, he'll throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down. Alert. Check. Bam. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Hey, Delta. Come on. You better bring it. 58's the money. 58. Shoot.
To throw is Robinson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Under 10. Hey, Sam off. Bravo.
Here's Robinson. Off the play fake. Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Slam. Leo.
Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Haywood. 58's the mic.
Now Robinson operating from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
54. Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike's
from the gun, Moeller. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Zoo. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 55.
A final shot before break. Mueller. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Get that quarterback.
Get it.
From the gun on third down. Muller, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
80 weapons.
First down.
Hey, Charlie.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let him know. Let him know. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Mueller. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Easy work.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Alpha. 57's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
General West. Hey, orbit. Hey, watch out. Check. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Muller. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Smith. 55's my guy. 55. Come on, D. Shit.
Robinson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
Hey, high 7. 53, Mike. What we got? Let's go. Get it.
On first down, Mueller. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50. They'll run it now with Juszczyk, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
70, Indy. Let's go, D. Hey, box drop. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Mueller. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6.
Robinson from the gun, he'll throw. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he has the first down, yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Go.
Off play action, Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Got it.
58 for Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
To throw is Robinson. Off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go
Protein spill.
Here's Robinson to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety get it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Delaney Walker, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive. Mueller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Mueller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mueller. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Topper!
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, Haywood!
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Mueller. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Go!
53, come on.
Back to throw. Mueller. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Robinson operating from the gun. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though. 4th. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Hey, Charlie!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Who that?
Big rip.
Robinson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I know he ain't got it.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Robinson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready? 60 or. Oh, you got deep? 80 weapons. Watch twits. Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Long.
General West.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wahoo! 55. Rock it. Rush in.
Robinson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protected.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hard.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking to throw. Robinson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53. Mike. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, team 6.
2nd and 6. Sliding out of the pocket. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Moeller throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Looking to throw. Mueller. Open man, it's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come get some. Come on, 61. Match box. Lights. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten. Hey, Delta. Look. Squeeze. On the ball. Let's go.
On 1st and 10. Moeller eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Mueller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. To throw is Robinson. Throwing to start the drive. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Hey, World.
32-yard line.
53 is the fight.
From the gun, Mueller being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense